I was thinking earlier that I can already feel the effects of this little experiment, I guess, is what you could call it. Because I had this dream this morning that I was in this pool with these people, and we kept seeing who could swim the deepest in the water and who could go the deepest and then come up as fast as they could out of the water to see who could get the highest. And that tells me that this process is actually doing something to me and transforming me in a way, because water a lot of the times is associated with the unconscious, and the fact that I'm playing in the unconscious, and not only like playing in the unconscious, but in a way like kind of conquering it with skill, tells me that this process is beneficial and that I should continue to keep doing it. And it also just has been bringing up a lot of deep wounds for me, and I've just been rediscovering a lot of things, and I think that that's good, because I guess the whole goal of the whole psychoanalytic process is to reach a place of greater internal cohesion. And I feel like that's what I'm doing. I don't think that process ever ends, but I think that we can keep doing certain things that bring us closer to ourselves and continuously deepen our understanding of ourselves and of the world, which in my eyes is a very beneficial thing. So yeah, I'm going to continue to keep doing this. I actually feel very placid today. The past couple of days, I felt a little bit of internal turmoil and discomfort. But I don't really feel that anymore. I actually feel very calm and content with myself and with this process and just with life in general, because I guess there's really nothing to worry about. I thought there was something to worry about, but I guess when you take that dive, that leap of faith, and plunge into the unknown, you realize that there isn't really anything to worry about. And there never was anything to worry about. But your mind can convince you that there's things to worry about and that something is wrong. Or, like I talked about, those voices creep in and tell you, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do this, you can't do that. But really, you just have to not listen to all that noise. Because it really is, it's just noise. It's not real. It's just a defense mechanism, and your ego is trying to defend itself against plunging into the unknown or experiencing new things, because it's okay with living in the space of comfortability, and there's definitely a part of ourselves that desire complacency and are afraid of growth. Because growth is a scary thing, because, well, in order to grow, you need to transform. And not everybody wants to transform because it's not a delicate process. It's very deteriorating, quite literally. It will break you down, but you need to be broken down in order to transform. That's the initial stage. That's what they call the calcination stage in alchemy. It's the breaking down of substances. And you are a conglomeration of substances. We all are. We're all elements compacted into material form. And if we want to transcend, if we want to transform, if we want to become a new person, well, we have to break ourselves down. And that's not always comfortable. And I know that from personal experience, because I feel like I've done a lot of psychological work, and each transformation is different, but each transformation is transformative. So when you're in the beginning stages of that transformation and you're being broken down and disintegrated, it's going to be uncomfortable, and you just have to learn to push through that and to continue to strive. And you will be rewarded for your willingness to strive. I know that. It's not even a belief, it's something that I know to be true, because when you decide to take that plunge and you decide to allow yourself to transform, you will be rewarded. It's unequivocal. There will be a reward, and that reward is that you get to transform into a new person, and you become more capable and integrated and confident and content. And that's good. Those are all good things. And that's what this process is teaching me. And I really think that it's something that's beneficial to do, because it's pushing my boundaries, and it scared me in the beginning, and it's only been a couple days and I'm no longer scared. I no longer have fear about it, because I've done it twice now. So what's there to be scared about? I realize that there's nothing to be scared about. So now I just make it a part of my daily routine. And I'm going to share that, and I don't really care anymore. And I hope I can continue to, maybe inspire people. But really, it's like I said in the beginning, I'm just doing it for myself. I'm doing it because it's something that I want to do, and it's something that seems to be benefiting me, so I'm going to continue to do it. Oh, that's the one thing that I wanted to talk about. Is doing this process has made me realize that you aren't, like, I think I was saying this the other day, you're not alone. And you can, like, everyone wants that person that, like, oh, I wish I had somebody to turn to. I wish I had somebody that I could share all my stuff with and be vulnerable with. But you have yourself. You have you, and you can share all that stuff that you want to share with yourself. And you can help yourself, and you can benefit yourself. And I really think that you can be the person that you turn to when you're down, and when you're feeling rough, and when you're not having a good time, or you just feel like, whatever you feel like, right? Whatever the emotion is. It doesn't have to be a particular one, but you can be that person. You can be your salvation. You can be that individual that you crave and that you've been looking for guidance. It can be you. And I think that all of the answers are inside of us. Every single one of us. I think that all the wisdom that we need can be found within. And once you realize that, it really is a sense of salvation, because you realize that you don't have to turn to anybody anymore, and it's okay. It's okay to turn to people, and it's great to have good relationships, and that's important. Love and family and relationships are 100% important. But sometimes you don't have that, and sometimes people can't be there for you. So who else do you have? Well, you need yourself. You need to be the person that you can turn to. You need to be the person that's going to help you. You know what I mean? You need to be the person that's going to push you forward, that's going to do the work, that's going to feel how you feel, right? No one can feel your feelings for you, and no one can solve your emotional issues for you. You have to do it for yourself at the end of the day. So why not be the person that you can turn to, right? Like, why not me be the person that helps me and that saves me, right? Because all the answers that I'm looking for are inside of myself anyways. I'm just not looking hard enough. And if you decide to take that leap of faith and look and plunge the depths of your soul, you will find the answers that you were looking for, and you can resolve that tension. But I think a lot of the times we want to externalize our problems and put the responsibility on somebody else, or put the responsibility in somebody else's hands, and say, to a psychologist or whatever, or a friend, you help me. You solve my problems for me. I'm trusting you to solve my problems. But nobody can solve your problems for you. And I know that maybe some people won't agree with me, and some people might get mad if they hear that. But listen, and I'm not bashing anybody who does all that stuff. That's good. That works for you. What works for me is turn to myself, because I believe that God has blessed me with all the wisdom that I need inside of myself, and I believe that I'm one with God. So I don't think I need anybody else. And I'm not saying that I'm unwilling to take advice or hear anybody out, because I am. But at the same time, no one's going to solve my problems for me. Somebody might give me a unique perspective on my problems, and that's great. And they might help push me forwards, and they might help me see something that maybe I couldn't see. So in that way, yes, it's very beneficial to have good people in your life and good friendships. And, maybe, professionals in the field of psychology. Of course, that's going to help you if you pick the right one. But all I'm trying to say is, you have the answers inside of yourself, and you know exactly what you need to do to heal and to grow. All the answers are within you. You have all the seeds inside of you that you need to grow, and all you got to do is water them. And that brings us back to where I started. Swimming in the pool in my dream with the water. It all starts in water. We all start in water. Think about it. In the womb, it's dark and wet. It's water. Where'd life start in the beginning of this, this earth? In the water. All life starts in the water. Everything starts in the water. Life is water. Water is life. Quite literally. I know it sounds cliche or ironic or maybe stupid to say, but water is the life force. So all you got to do is decide that you're going to dig deep and then start to water those seeds, man. Water those seeds. And they'll start to grow. And you'll thank yourself for it, because you'll become more beautiful and fertile. And you'll feel it, because your energy will shift. You'll feel younger Like, I started my whole psychological journey like 2-3 years ago. Like, seriously, I started dream interpretation and dream journaling and reading a lot of psychology and writing a lot, stuff like that. And I literally feel like I have become younger again. Like, I'm not old in any sense. I'm only 25, but I feel like I'm 18 years old. Like, my energy levels, how strong I am in the gym. You know, I just want to be active all the time. I like playing sports. Like, I'm not saying that I never had that, but I feel alive again. I feel like a kid again. And that feels great because you feel so fertile. And if it's great to feel fertile, and my creative capacity is through the roof, and I feel like my imagination is incalculable. I feel so connected to the infinite realm of reality. There's just so many thoughts and ideas running through my brain all the time. And I really feel like I have myself to thank for that, because when we regather up all of this lost content inside of ourselves and reintegrate a lot of our trauma and digest it back into ourselves, and we're actually conscious of it, I think that what that does for you is make you more magnetic, in a sense, which gives you more energy. So that's all I really got to say today. That's how I feel. That's what I was thinking about. I'm sitting by the water right now. The sun went down, so I think I'm about done. And I'll check back in tomorrow for another video.